Well, how about the last BOGO, right? Friday morning BOGO, the best BOGO we've had so far. And I think we're all super, super excited about it. This is something that I would really advise you if you want one, two, three, four, five, get on it right away because it will be super popular. Before I go further, I want to just say good morning, Elijah. I'm hoping you're watching with your mom this morning. I love that you're learning in the mornings. And today is really cool. I'm going to just briefly tell you that this is the Petal diffuser right here. It's a diffuser that we have in every bedroom in our home. It's perfect for that size. It also is super simple because you literally just take the lid off, fill it up to the red dot with water, and put anywhere from 2 to 6, 8 drops of whatever you like as far as types of essential oils. So you can put whatever you want in there and put the lid back on and just push the button. And so you can do 1, 2, or 4 hours. You can have the light on or off. It's up to you. So again, just a really easy, super simple one. This is one that is a great gift. Like the first thing I thought when I saw this morning was there's 5 gifts right there for me, done on my list. And the nice thing is I may give them one or both oils, or I may pick a different oil that I have on hand, or I may give them a bunch of little samples. So you can always pick yourself up some sample bottles and give people some samples of oils and a diffuser, right? So just an easy Christmas gift, and one that's really appreciated. So I thought that was just such an awesome way to start off BOGO Friday today. So I want to talk to you a little bit about Cassia first. So we've got Cassia for free and Wild Orange for free. So 2 free oils if you buy the Petal diffuser, right? So Cassia is one that I use in my baking. So if something calls for cinnamon, I use Cassia. And as a matter of fact, if you go to the store and you get cinnamon and you come home and you use it in your baking, the likelihood is it's actually probably Cassia powder or Cassia sticks, because it's known as the poor man's cinnamon. Cinnamon is quite expensive, cinnamon bark, and so this gives us a similar taste. But I find that when you taste, if you put cinnamon bark or you put Cassia in your baking, you'll actually recognize the taste of the Cassia as what you normally would have. So if it's the oil that you're using instead, you'll notice that. So Cassia is really cool for baking because you can put it in anything that normally calls for cinnamon. These two together actually, along with ginger and clove oil, will go into my mulled apple cider. And with lots of fall Christmassy type dishes, these are just really great even together. They're also both excellent in water, so you can put them together or separate in your water, and again, super cleansing, really great for digestion, so really good. So let's talk Cassia specifically. Cassia is a warming oil, which I'm sure you can imagine. So it's something that you would want to dilute for sure if you're putting it topically. And the other thing about Cassia is because it is warming, if you're somebody who can't get warm, like your fingers and toes are always cold, this is a good one for a massage for you because it will bring blood flow there. And so you can use this that way. Again, you definitely are diluting it to do that, either in hand cream or just in your fractionated coconut oil. But this is a great option if you are the person that is always cold in your fingers and feet. Cassia is also, like I said, a great digestive oil. So this is one you can pop into a capsule and swallow, or drink in water. So many ways digestively this is helpful. So this is one I would jump to almost like right away if I'm having issues that way, and it tastes great, which is so nice. Cassia also, just to throw a few things, again, I've pulled out my Essential Life book here. I'll throw out a few more things to you. It's a really good thing just to clear out stuff in the system as a whole. So if you've got like just some extra mucus going on, this would be a good choice, okay, as well. And again, I either in a cap or just drink it in water. The other great thing about it too is it's really good just to support your kidneys. And so again, you can drink it in water, put it in a cap. You see where I'm going with this one, right? So Cassia, that's the big deal here. The other good thing is it's just a bit of an immune support. So both of these are immune support. So these are great ones to have on hand all through, especially this time of year. And when you're around lots more people during this season, these would be great ones again. So the other great thing about Cassia, cinnamon's the same this way, but really good to support blood sugar. So if that's one of your issues, Cassia would be a great everyday, just morning and night to have on hand. Again, water or a capsule. And the other thing too with this one is it's kind of super supportive in so many different areas that this isn't a bad choice to have in your water every day. Okay, you can kind of see that, the things we talked about. The other thing is, if there's just some things that you need to have a little more creativity response, then this would be a good place to start. Something else I want to mention, women often mention to me that as life's going on, that they just don't have much more mojo. This is a good one for that. So another one too that I want to mention for sure here is emotional balance. Okay, so we talk about emotions with many of these oils, and I like to really give you kind of a feel for this one. So Cassia would be if you are somebody who just is uncertain about things, right? You're just uncertain about situations. If you have kids that are very hesitant, right? Just uncertain, never really able to just go there and do it. Maybe they sit back and watch all the time before they would be willing to join in. You won't just try something. Well, Cassia can take you from being uncertain to being bold. And so this can be an exceptionally good oil in those situations. So if you or someone you know is in that situation, this would be a really great thing. Again, you could put it in the diffuser. You can just breathe it in out of the bottle. You can again, just if you're going to put it on skin, then dilute it and then breathe in. So really great thing to have again going on. The other thing I want to mention too, of course, is the wild orange. And so maybe some of you, use it in your water. And again, like all citruses, it's very cleansing. And emotionally, like all citruses, it's a very uplifting. It's a sunny oil. I tell this story sometimes when I try to express to people how good it is emotionally. So again, for upset mood or anger or sadness, this is I would say this is my number one go-to oil for that. And I tell people one time my husband had decided to go to a car auction, and it was just that he was just going to go and check them out. And he came home and he hesitantly, maybe he could use Cassia, he hesitantly told me that he had bought a BMW for a lot of thousands of dollars that we were not planning on spending. And I don't get angry often, but when I do, it's like a tea kettle. Like it just bubbles up in me and it will burst out. And I'll say things that I don't mean. And maybe you're like that. Maybe you know people like that. But this is something I really have been working on in my life. And I literally turned around and walked over to where we had our oils and picked up wild orange. And I stood there while he's telling me the story because I can feel these emotions. And I'm breathing wild orange out of the bottle. And it really totally calmed the sensations I was having where I just wanted to explode, where I was very upset. It allowed me to actually regroup and be thoughtful before I spoke, even though I was angry. And so just for me, that's an oil that I have seen how quickly it works, not just in those circumstances. And I know many of you have given me testimonials of how this works emotionally in your families. But for me, this is my oil that I will use in situations like that. And if you know me at all, you know wild orange is always in my purse or my bag or like my pocket. Wild orange just pretty much goes with me everywhere because it's such a good stress oil. It's such a good anxiousness oil. It's such a good angry oil. It's so good for those things. And so it's something that you definitely will be using, or your family, someone in it needs to be using it. Again, you can diffuse it, which is great. I love it with peppermint in the morning, get me up and going. It's both an energetic oil as well as calming. So it's nice in both ways. You can use it in the morning and at nighttime. Very, very good that way. The other great thing about wild orange is it's really good for if you just have some sluggish bowels. Have to talk about that this morning. That's a great thing to, again, just add in your water, or you can put it in a cap if you want, but it does taste quite good. The other great thing for it is it's really good, like I said, for stress and for any of those kind of just upset feelings of any sort whatsoever, just feelings that are not happy and uplifted. This is your oil. The other thing it's really good for is, like I said, for energy, but also creativity, productivity, all of that, really, really great. Other things that I want to mention with this as well, can help with concentration, which, many of us need. So that's a good one. And for kids too, that's often an issue. We talked about cleansing. It is very cleansing, great for detox. So very good one, again, to be having in your water. If you're somebody who gets anxious when your stomach gets upset when you're anxious. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like you're the person who runs to the bathroom when you're feeling a little nervous. Then this is a really good one for you, and this should probably go in your water and be breathed in both. And the other thing too is cooking, right? I use wild orange probably more than any of my citruses in cooking. It goes in my smoothies. It goes in my water, like I said. It goes in my pancakes and waffles. It goes in my muffins, cranberry orange muffins. It just, orange goes so well in so many things, like, sweetbreads, things like that. So I really love it, and it makes amazing dips, amazing sauces, amazing, oh man, what, salad dressings, really great marinades for meat. I love chicken when it's orange chicken, and I add all kind of my herbal oils to it. So lots of great uses cooking wise. The last thing I want to talk about, again, emotional balance, and you can understand this because it's an oil helps with energy. It goes from feeling drained to feeling productive. So this is when I need to clean up my basement, right? When it's a day where I have to get a lot of stuff done and I'm thinking I'm wiped. The days when I've done BOGOs for 4 days straight and I'm running on 4 hours or less sleep and I need to do lots still. This will be my oil today. So I wanted to let you know all of these great things about these oils, because every home, I truly believe, will benefit from these two oils. And diffusing, you need a diffuser. It's the fastest way to cross the blood-brain barrier and get things through the brain. If it's emotional, if it's anything that is nervous system or brain mood related, then that's the fastest way to do it. And you can help everybody in the home without having to put oil on them all, right? You can put a couple drops in the diffuser and it reaches everyone. So very effective. Bedtime, right? Helps to just settle things. Airways can help to open them. So just, this is the thing that you can't live without. And from the very beginning, I didn't love running my one diffuser up and down because I would bring up to bedrooms, and then somebody would be not well, so that I'd have to give up my diffuser to their bedroom, and I did not like that. So not that I'm saying that I was super selfish. I'm just saying I was super generous because I just got them for everyone. And that's what I'm going to do again today, because this is definitely my Christmas present to people. So have an amazing end of BOGO day.